Hello, Bookspace Besties. Welcome to another installment of Bookspace Chatter. Today we have the incredible romance author Elena Locatelli with us, and I am so excited to get to chat all about her latest release. So,
Mhm.
Elena, would you like to explain to our listeners a little bit about Salacia Project and what they can expect from it?
Okay, so mm, I really don't know. That book came out. No, I know I've been told it's the perfect summer read because it touches a lot of coastal settings, there's surfing, marine biology. So if you want a summer read, that's a perfect one. And it's a rom-com. It talks about Sofia and Ilias. Sofia, she's a marine biologist. She just came out of a really bad relationship, a breakup, not just from her boyfriend, but from her career too. So she is in a bit of a rough path, you know. She's not doing well at the beginning of the book. And Ilias is not doing well either, but he just came out of a really bad period and he's a surfer, he's a pro surfer, so he just came back after 2 years of break. And so they meet and they have to do a fake dating situationship because Sophia needs the funding for a new business and Ilias needs a new image, let's say that. So they start, he falls first. Like the guy is like for the first moment is like down for her and she needs a little bit of time. But I don't know. I this book just came out of after watching the Summer Olympics in 2024. I watched surfing. So I was like, oh my God, that would be so cool writing about a surfer. And I don't know, I'm just moved to a place in which I've never lived by the ocean, so we just moved close by.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, and my boyfriend he used to surf when he was younger, so I was like, oh my God, I should learn to surf. I didn't. Uh, but I wrote about a character that's a pro surfer. So that's what's the book about.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think that set it up perfectly, and I absolutely loved all the vibes because that it included everything like that was just amazing to me because I feel like we don't get to see that a lot, especially in romance books. And as someone who actually was planning to be a marine biologist and who admires anybody that has the talent to surf, I think this is like the perfect combination.
I mean, surfing is not for the weak. I've
No.
I've tried. I've tried and I failed. So
Well, hey, me and Balance do not get along because I can't even roller skate. Like, I
oh, me
fall
neither.
over.
Me neither.
So, combine that with balancing on water, no, it's not gonna work for me.
I know it's tough. Plus, you are basically humbled by the ocean constantly. Like every time that you try to do something, then another wave comes in, and you're like, "Oh my God!"
Exactly.
So it's fun and risky at the same time.
Yes. Well, I love that you wanted to include both of those aspects into this story. Where did the inspiration sort of come from and like having Sophia be a marine biologist?
Um, I never pursued the career of marine biology because from an early age I knew that science wasn't my thing, but I wished it was. So marine biology was the dream job. Okay,
Mhm.
in my mind, she lives by the ocean, she's having fun, she dives, she surfs, she does all the things connected to the ocean. I always loved the ocean.
Yeah.
Um, so I wanted to be a marine biologist. So when I was thinking of a character that could match with a surfer, I was like, yeah, why not marine biology? She's already like in the same environment, more or less. And yeah, marine biologist because of that, as simple as it gets, and surfer because I watched the Summer Olympics and I was really interested in the connection they have, the surfers have with the ocean. it's so interesting to me how they are able to read the waves and know what's a good wave to catch, which one is to live. So I was really interested by it. And I don't know, it felt good. Like I live through my characters what I can't do because surfing, I said it, I've tried it like 5, 6 times and
Wow.
it's not going. Yeah, I mean, the first time it was in LA and I threw up right after because I had the bad idea of eating before
Oh no.
surfing.
Oh no.
Terrible, terrible idea. If you ever want to try surf, just don't eat before.
Yeah, you heard it here, folks. Do it on an empty stomach.
Absolutely. And then after I tried a couple of times here with my boyfriend, and but it's like is really good in teaching, but I'm a terrible student. So I get really frustrated when I don't know, the water, the waves, I can handle the waves without a board.
Yeah.
I know how to swim. But when I have this huge foamy board next to me that has to go under the wave with me, no. That I just my brain kind of it goes to all the places and I just panic and I'm like, okay, this is not I just no.
I completely get that. I literally love the ocean and I can also swim, so like I have enjoyed like being out there, but like to be able to actually do that is incredible. And like I said, I admire anyone who has that talent because it's definitely not me.
Yeah. But like I'm the same. Like when I watch surfers here in my hometown, it's just like just do it so effortlessly. Like they just paddle out.
No
It's
big
like it's
deal.
the easiest thing. And then I try to do that, and this huge wave coming in. I'm like, oh my God, why am I doing this? So yeah.
Well, I love that that is a story you wanted to share with us because I think that is so great when
I mean, I've been asked if I know how to surf, and I'm like, I want to be like true to you. I don't know how to surf. I tried, but I
yeah,
don't.
hey, you put forth a great amount of effort. So,
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
yeah. And like you said, that is the great thing about books because not only does the author get to live vicariously through her characters, like
Mhm.
we get to live as readers, like we're experiencing it as well. So, it's a win-win.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And I absolutely love when STEM gets included into a romance book and stuff like that. So, did you know when you had inspiration for the story, did you know that you wanted it to have like a woman in STEM and fake dating, or how did you go about picking those tropes?
I went blind. I have to say the truth. I am a pantser, so yeah, I plus that was the first romance book that I actually wrote. I wrote Romantasy before,
Oh, okay.
and romance, yeah, romance is quite different
Yeah.
to write. Like to me, it's easier, but
Yeah,
it's complicated. I don't know how to explain it that, but like for Romantasy, there's a lot more in play, and for romance, I feel you don't have to explain the word building. You don't have to
right.
explain if they are like words or other things. It's like a normally it's like a normal storyline. So when I started writing about Salacia Project, I wasn't sure what I was doing. I tried. The first draft was nonsense, and summer 2024, I wrote the first 20 chapters, then left the book there, like it was on the side, completely on the side. And then in summer 2025, I had no clients in my job, in my graphic design job. I just moved this, so I had no friends around. So I was like, I'm gonna write. What's the best? What can I do?
Yeah.
So I finished that book because I felt like I was in this new hometown with the ocean, and it was a perfect setting. And so I just started writing, and told you marine biology was the thing that I wanted to include with the surfing, and I didn't consider that important until I went into marketing it.
Yeah.
And then I realized how important it actually is. Maybe because I'm not a woman in STEM, unfortunately, because science and math are not my thing. But I admire them so much. So having Sofia being that badass marine biologist, a scientist, like to me was super important at the end, and show how connected to the ocean she was, not just in the lab or not just like science-wise,
Right.
but just really just she loves to go to dive, to search for things, to show people. So yeah, I just wanted to include that. And the fake dating, I felt it was the perfect excuse
Yes.
to let them know, each other. So yeah, I love fake dating. It's one of my favorite tropes. I feel
Me
it's so fun
too.
to write. It's so fun to write. And when it was like, yeah, the PR stunt, the fake dating, or you want
Yeah.
to call it, it's so fun. It gives you so much opportunities to drag the slow burn or not,
Yeah.
to show how is invested in her and how she isn't, or maybe she is, but she doesn't want to show it. So it's a lot of it's fun to play with it.
I couldn't agree more. I love that so much. And like you said, give me fake dating like every single day. That is like my favorite. I don't know, in a romance book. I think it's my favorite. That and enemies to lovers are like my top tier. So you could not have sold me more on this book, and I'm so happy that I read it. I really did love it, and I love the characters. I feel like this book just touches your heart, and it has so many different things in it that are just like you said, it's the perfect summer read, and it's got all the vibes. And I love when, fake dating combined with a fake PR stunt. So, I mean, what more could you want? What
Just love
are
it.
some of your favorite characteristics about our main characters? Because they are different. So, like, what sets them apart for you?
I mean, Ilias is the fun guy. It was so fun writing him because it is just like the comic relief a little bit of the entire book. He always tries to lift Sofia up. He has his dark sides,
Yeah.
He battled depression. He went through a really dark path, but he's now recovering and he went through therapy. So he's there for Sofia. So I love that it is there in a really kind and nice way and funny way. He always tries to lift her up. And Sophia, she is, I mean, I love how hardworking she is. How she puts so much work into Salacia Project after the breakup. She's basically the representation of I want to rebuild myself in my 30s, basically. She represented that part of me.
Yeah.
So I love that I could write it through Sophia. And I don't know, I just love them. She is a little bit annoyed with Elias at the beginning, but I feel it's normal.
Yeah. And I think that's how all great romance books start out.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
come on, like when you have that kind of tension between the main characters, it's just like it's such more of a payoff for me. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy insta love and stuff like that
Yeah,
too, but I am definitely a give me some of the longing and some of
yeah,
the watching the characters develop and,
absolutely. It's fun. It's fun to write because it gives you time to get to know the characters. For me, since I'm a pantser, I need some time. Like the first 10, 15 chapters are for me to get into the story, to get into the characters. And then clearly I go back and edit all the first chapters, but like it gives me time to go into it and figure out who they are. I let them speak to me. It's interesting and it's fun. And I knew that I wanted Sophia to be a little bit guarded because of her past. I felt it was normal, like for what she endured, for what happened with her ex, with the job. I felt that she needed to be a little bit more guarded because if not, I don't know. It's not her personality. Maybe
yeah.
another character would have done another way, but she wouldn't have done that. She is more guarded. She was super focused into Salace Project,
Yeah.
until Ilias was like her focus.
Well, I love that. It's the perfect combination. You have, the fun, you have the laser focused kind of, and then they meet in the middle, and I mean, it's just, I think they balance each other out very well.
Yeah, thank you. I think that's it. They're nice. I love them so much.
Ah, as you should. Well,
I mean, I'm proud of them.
yeah. And I love how you said that you kind of like listen to the characters and are meeting them as you write because I admire anybody who's a pantser when they're writing. Like, I don't know how y'all do that, but that is amazing.
I mean, it's a bit of a chaos. I've learned to plan a little bit. Even though I'm a pantser and proud to be, I do plot a little bit. I mean, I have an overall idea in my mind
Right.
how I want the book to just go,
Yeah.
where I want it to go. And but I have like set points in the middle. I knew they were fake dating, for example, and I knew they were going to Australia, and I knew they were coming back.
Hmm.
What I didn't know was the grief part at at the end. You know, the what happened with her father. That part wasn't in the first drafts.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
it arrived. Yeah, it arrived a little bit later, and it was just me pouring my trauma into the books at this point. But I loved it. I loved that I wrote it. It was healing for me to write about grief, about being an immigrant and being far away from your family when bad things happen, and giving Sofia the possibility to go back and be there. That was important for me because I
Yeah.
didn't have the opportunity, so I gave her that. So yeah.
That's really beautiful. And I think it's so important that those things get included in these kinds of stories because everybody needs to be able to see that happening in fiction too. Like, I mean, that's such important stories to tell. And I love that you wanted to include that. And that's just overall really beautiful that you got to do that with these characters.
Yeah, thank you.
Speaking of these characters, I love the tropical vibes that's throughout the book, and you've got all the different kinds of aspects. If your characters were to get stuck on a deserted island, which three items would they
Mhm.
bring?
You know, when you sent me the questions, I spent like 30 minutes thinking about that because I was like, oh my God. Um, because I don't even know how to answer it myself, like for myself. So I was like, okay, let me be Sophia for a moment. So for Sophia, I would go with she won't go in there unprepared. I mean, she would have like something like
Right?
she would have for sure a journaling, like a journal, like a waterproof journal or something where she can write things about the marine life that she finds, because at the end she's on a deserted island and she will figure it out.
Very true.
Um, she will definitely have like some kind of satellite cell phone or something that she can plan an escape out of there, because I feel like she will create, she will love that, but she needs to go out of there at the same time. And the last thing, I completely forgot. I wrote them down. Wait, let me check, because I wrote them down and I was like,
I'm honored
uh,
that you put that much thought into my questions.
oh yes, absolutely. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, Elias. Okay. Oh, and sunscreen. Yeah, because she needs to be protected.
That's
That was what
perfect.
Sophia. And for Elias, it's more down to earth. A surfboard.
Oh, of
So
course.
he can even retrieve some food. A knife, and Sophia. Sophia will be the person he will bring Sophia.
Oh my gosh, that just got me right in the heart. Okay.
I just, yeah, I was like, yeah, Sophia, Sophia.
Okay, you could not have answered that any better. That was perfection.
I
So
put a
thank
lot
you.
of effort into it.
I'm honored that you put that time into giving me those answers. So thank you.
You're welcome.
And I definitely will be having that in my mind now when I think about these characters. So that's going to be amazing.
I just feel Sofia would definitely go into survival mode.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
like get out of it there. And Ilias will be chilling a little bit more. It's like just enjoy the life, Sofia.
exactly. Girly is prepared. And
Yeah.
like I
And
said,
he's
they
not.
balance each other out very well.
Yeah, definitely.
While doing this book, did you have a favorite moment while writing this behind the scenes?
A favorite moment that I wrote down, like a scene that I wrote. I think the drunk scene, the one where Sophia she lets her guard down and she gets drunk. It was so fun to write. It was the first time that she's actually a little bit
Yeah,
funnier. I was it was so fun to write, easy, I don't know, and Ilias being there for her, just kind of panicking a little bit when she starts telling him that she wants kids with him, all these things that a drunk person will tell, but that normal Sophia wouldn't. And I loved to write that scene. It was fun.
I
It
can
wasn't
definitely.
planned.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So I just go with the flow. I told you it's a little bit of a chaos. It's like just goes with that. Being a pantser.
Well, I think all fun things and exciting things in life have a bit of chaos and, uncertainty in them.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I totally get that. And
I just I just I don't know. You're right, right? You're
me?
right. Yeah, you're right.
No,
Oh, I thought you wrote.
I
But the
wish.
thing is that I don't know why I thought you wrote. But the thing is that when I plan too much,
Hmm.
I and when I know exactly where the story is going, then I get bored and then I
Yeah,
don't want to write anymore. So it just helps me keeps the brain active. Like, oh, what's going to happen next? Oh, what can I say next? What can happen in the next chapter?
yeah,
So I keep being invested in the moment in which I know exactly how it's going to end. I get a little bit more I just don't want to write. It's not that I don't want to write. It's just I already know what's going to happen.
right.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, so that's how it works. It's like it helps me keep writing. So
Yeah,
that's how I do it.
I love that. And I think that's actually a very clever way to, avoid any type of burnout, even if it was just momentarily or, writer's block. I feel like that would very much keep the juices flowing.
I mean, yeah, it has like its good parts and the bad parts, but for me personally, I know that other authors don't think as I do, but I work this way. I can't plan everything out. One of my friends, Vanessa, she writes Formula One romance, and she plans everything out. She has like everything like color coded. I'm like in shock. Like when she told me, I was like, I don't know how you do that, but everybody has their creative juice flowing, and I
Right.
love that.
Everybody has their whatever works for them. Like they have their own type of way that they approach the writing situation.
Yeah.
And I wish I was talented. Like, I mean, I have, dabbled for fun, but no, I do not write professionally. I'm just in the bookish world in my little happy reading corner and working as an author PA and hosting this weekly podcast. So I'm just all about literature.
I love that. I love that.
Thank you. I know you said that, it keeps the excitement up and everything when you don't know what's going to happen. I would also
Mhm.
imagine it helps when, like you said, you have written romantasy before. Like, I would also imagine it helps bouncing through the genres. Have you always wanted to write, and did you always know, like, what type of books you wanted to write, or how did that come about?
I always knew I wanted to write, but I didn't pursue it for a lot of time. I wasn't in a very creative family. It's not like my parents are bad people. They simply didn't understand what I wanted and what I wanted to do.
Right.
So just when I started university, I started writing for us journal, like a soccer journal, the about soccer. Nothing fancy. I always wrote. I wrote fan fictions. I wrote for
Oh,
myself. Yeah, I mean, we won. I wasn't there. Uh, and I wrote in Italian because back then I didn't know English as good as now. So I wrote all my fan fiction back in Italian.
whoa. Okay.
I really don't want to read them, and I think I have some saved in my hard disk somewhere. But the thing is, I always needed to write, so it was always a need. So I always journaled every time that I had like a difficult moment. I wrote just to free my mind. So I always knew that writing was an important part of my life, but just in 20, I don't know, 2014, 2011, I started to actually think, oh, maybe I could be an author. I could write a book. And when I went to the States, because I stayed there 2 years as an au pair, I wrote a book. It took me a lot to write that book because I was writing what other people wanted me to write. So, which is the first block of every writer.
Yeah,
You have, like, what I learned, you have to write what you want to read or what you feel you want to.
exactly.
If you write what other people want you to write, it's gonna take you forever. And it took me forever to write that first book. It, okay, my book have spies, um, and that first book didn't have any.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna say that here. Like, why it took me 3 years to go there. But um, but yeah, so it was I always wanted like inside of me wanted to be an author, but I never actually said it until in 2023, I think. I don't remember when I
Oh,
published the
wow.
first book. And then I started self-publishing Romantasy, and then now I'm like, you know what? I could try romance because I feel like marketing wise, I'm a better romance author marketer. I don't know, like it's better. Like I promote myself better when I'm promoting romance. I don't know why.
I get it though.
While for romance, it took me a little bit. Like for it was easier to find photos, stock photos,
Yeah.
stupid things like that. It was easier to put the reader into that world. While
Mm.
romantasy, it takes you a little bit of more time,
Yeah.
You have to explain the setting, you have to give comps that actually bring the reader in. Um, and romance, it's a little bit easier, but it's not easier. It's just like for me, it's easier. Okay, thank you.
And it,
Like
yeah,
I don't know how to explain without sounding that romance is easier than romantasy. It's not. It's just like that to me personally, it's easier to promote it, to create an aesthetic, a vibe, all those things that attract the readers.
right.
It's easier. For romantasy, it took me a little bit more.
I completely get that. I love how in the book there is a song included, like with all the chapters. So, I mean, that would also be not the most easiest to compile for Romantasy. So,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's the first time that I did it. I saw another author do that, Meg Jones, and she included at the beginning of every book, she
yeah.
included her like the song, and I was like, well, I could try. And then I asked on Instagram, I was like, would you like a playlist with the book? And everybody was like, yeah, sure. I'm like, God, I write short chapters and I have like 60 songs then I have to choose. I like this is gonna take a while, but I put a lot of effort into it, and a lot of people liked the playlist, so I'm actually happy because my effort has been rewarded.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not often that we have playlists that have that many songs. Like sometimes it might be just like 10 and done. So the
Yeah.
fact that you have that many to go along with the book and match the vibes is chef's kiss.
It's actually a song that I listen on a daily basis. It's actually songs that I like. And I loved to put the different languages.
Yeah.
since I speak three. So it was fun to put in a book the songs that I. It's not easy for me to find somebody that has my same taste, like the entire one. You know, I can find somebody that likes the English music and then the Italian music and
Yeah.
then the Spanish music. But like combine all of three together, I it's difficult. So it was fun, like yeah, because not many people have like my background, and
Yeah.
then I just connect with other like with somebody just with the English songs, many people with the English and the Italian, and then with the Spanish, Italian, English, palm together. It's weird, but it's fun.
I love it and it works. Which of your characters do you think you're most like out of all your books? Like, is it Sophia?
Yeah, I think Sofia is a little bit of me. Like as she has a lot of me, and the rediscovering yourself in your 30s, the living abroad, being the eldest daughter, but at the same time being far away from home. I mean, I put a lot of myself into Sofia, but I actually put a lot of myself into a lot of characters, but in maybe different ways. For example,
Yeah.
the next book is Alejandra's book, and she's not like me. I'm not like Alejandra in any means. She is way too chirpy, too extrovert, while I'm more like Sophia. But she has a part of me, for example, she loves books. Like Alejandra, she has that part. She loves books.
Yeah.
Um, so a little bit of everything of me. Ilias, for example, he has like the has a is a gold is a little bit of a golden retriever. So I have the little bit of energy sometimes. So yeah, but Sophia mainly. Sophia mainly.
Well, I love that. And I love that you put so much of yourself into the character and sprinkled just like bits throughout because I think it's so sweet. And like we were talking about earlier, it has to be amazing for you to get to experience it and beautiful when you get to incorporate its important special things.
Yeah, it was great, and it was great to receive the feedback from the readers that loved it and maybe experienced the same thing being abroad, being an immigrant. That was really nice.
100%. And I think that is amazing. Thank you for writing this story and letting readers get to have something that includes so many different aspects and things that people need to see in romance books.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And thank you for wanting to come on an episode this week. Before we wrap up, I always like to ask my authors,
Mhm.
what three words would you use to describe this book, Salacia Project?
Okay, so I would say um, summer for sure. Even though the book is not in the summer actually, but it has all the summer vibes because
Right.
it's spring, summer, but then it gives a lot of summer vibes. Summer, I would say healing, and then I don't know, love. I mean, it's a lot of stories at the end.
Ah,
Friendship, like relationship wise, so I love that.
okay, that's the perfect trio to describe this read. I couldn't agree more. Thank you so much for wanting to come on an episode this week. And to our listeners, you can find Elena and all of her books and where to look her up on socials. I will have linked this in the description box below. So please go check her books out. Please give Salacia Project a read. You will not regret it. It's such a fun and beautiful and wonderful time filled with so many wonderful things. So thank you for wanting to chat with me. This was a blast. And thank you to everybody listening. And I will talk to you same time next week, Bookspace Besties.